much for joining me today. So for today I have the December daily process video for you, and for today I'm going to be doing the introduction page or the reason why page or the intention page, whatever you want to call it really. And for some of you who are new to my channel, welcome. So for some of you who've been kind of following me for a little while, welcome back. And I have to apologize for being absent for such a long time, probably nearly a year now. The work has been so hectic that it's just, it consumed most of my time. Haven't been, that creative. So that's why I've been absent for a little while, and I'm hoping to get back to it soon, to my kind of regular schedule. And so let's get started. So as you can see there, the album here is from the Jason Jones album from Ali Edwards store. So I got a similar album from last year. So the one I've got here is, as you can see, the red one. And I stayed up quite late. So we're here in Australia. So the starting point. The pre-order point was actually like 2 a.m. here, so I stay up really late. And I'm just showing you the album I used last year, which is similar to the red one here. And yeah, I really like both of them, so that's why I got this red one. And yeah, so let's have a look at a few things that I'm going to be using. So most of my supplies are in this box here, which is essentially a combination of, December Daily main kit from 2018, as well as bits and pieces from previous years. And so I put this in this box here, which is essentially like a freezer box from Kmart, and a bunch of those bamboo boxes also from either from Kmart or IKEA. I also got stickers here, which is the Holiday Talk from Tim Holtz, and also the stencil. I'm not really sure what I'm going to use it for, but I like them. And as you can see, I'm just kind of pulling out a few things that some of them are actually from last year, like these stickers. I didn't use any, so that's from the main kit from last year, and those are from 2014, the chipboard there. So essentially, I pulled out a few things that I am thinking of using. I didn't buy any new stamp sets this year, and so I'm just kind of pulling out my old stamp sets that I had collected over the years. I've got these chipboard numbers, which I bought in addition to the main kit, and then bits and pieces that I got from Ali Edwards store. Some of them are actually from the main kit, some of them I bought it. I bought them separately, and they're kind of stored in this kind of box here, and there's a bunch of 6x8 cards and also transparency sheets at the back there. I also saw a bunch of bits and pieces, paste protector, as you can see there. And I also bought a pack of journaling cards, so 3x4, 4x6 cards, the black and white one from Ali store. And that is about it. I'm also going to be using kits from other shops as well. The main one will be the December kit from the Hip Kit Club, so December 2017 kit. I don't think it has a name, but it's a December kit, which is largely their kind of holiday Christmas kit. And I am one of their subscribers, so I think it just comes as every month rather than the special kit. And the reason I'm using the Hip Kit Club is largely because the pattern paper that comes in the kit, so 12x12 pattern papers are big enough so that it would fit in the it worked quite well in the 6x8 album, because as you know, like if you actually put the pen paper, which doesn't actually have a if you don't put it in the pocket pages kind of type, then you need the paper to be lighter than 6x8. So let's get started. So the first thing I am going to be doing here, I'm sorry for the camera going a little bit fuzzy there. I think it's because there's not much stuff on the screen. So the first thing I'm doing here is just going to be cutting out this piece here. So I did a test run on a piece of just kind of printing paper, and what I'm planning to do is do this half a semicircle cut of this semicircle and then print it out, and that's what I did here. So I essentially used my silhouette to cut out this piece, which is a semicircle, and I also added a reindeer kind of silhouette, or a reindeer there as well. And the way I did it is simply I just Google, reindeer silhouette and open that in my Silhouette Studio, trace that, and then cut and then put it in that semicircle piece. And the semicircle shape itself I actually got from the product play workshop from Ali Edwards. So when you subscribe or you enroll in that course, you get free digital files, and I just use that. For some of you who not enrolled in the file, my guess is you can simply just create a semicircle and then cut that out that way. So I cut a few sheets, one on a kind of yellowish cardstock, and that yellow cardstock is actually from one of the Felicity Jane scrapbook kit. I believe it is from the Myla kit or the Heidi kit. But any kind of yellowish cardstock would be fine there. And what I'm planning to do here is I'm going to stick, use some repositionable adhesive here, and I'm just going to stick that onto that white sheet. So I'm going to run through my print once again. My advice here is to put a lot of adhesive. I actually had to do this process twice, largely because I didn't put enough adhesive. So for some of you who have a relatively strong one, it probably doesn't need much more, but I think my adhesive was pretty old, so I had to do it twice. And so I am just going to put that onto that white cardstock, so the cut out piece of the white cardstock, and I am going to run that through the printer again. One thing you need to make sure is to put the piece of paper in the right direction. And the way I work it out is just by putting a kind of drawing an arrow onto that printing paper there, just to make sure that I insert the piece of paper in the right direction. So I am going to run this through my printer, and here it is. And the next thing I am going to do is to adhere that to another sheet of another cutout piece, and because it's so thin and I kind of want it to be quite sturdy, I am going to use 3 pieces in total. And the piece of pen paper there is actually from the Hip Kit Club's December kit, and I believe the paper itself is from American Crafts, just in case you're interested in getting some. And I am just adding a lot of adhesive there, as you can see, and I ran out, unfortunately. That's okay, I've got quite a few of them in my cupboard, so I'm just gonna put some more in there. I've been a bit, I was a bit rusty and actually putting a replacement one in there, a refill in. I'm also going to be adding some liquid glue in there as well, largely because I just want, because the part of the piece is actually quite small and intricate, so I just want to make sure that the glue, I get the glue through all the way. And now I'm just going to adhere that once again to another piece of pattern paper and a bit more glue there. So I was actually looking through my old albums not long ago, and what I found is that, you know, I haven't been using that much glue, or enough glue anyway. So, you know, lately my plan is to use a bit more adhesive as I go on now, largely because I just want to make sure that, you know, when the album, as we get through, like, you know, as you get older, and that it is, you know, that's stuck together well, etc. So now I am happy with that piece there. The next thing I'm going to do is to embellish it. My thinking on it is to use this red sticker sheet, word phrase sticker sheet here, which is from Ali Wood's store. I think it's actually a separate purchase that I bought rather than coming in the kit itself. And I was just thinking I want to add something like a bit dimensional, so I decided to put a black, kind of blackish star there on the right. And now at the back of this piece I want to add something, but I also am I'm aware that it's pretty busy already, so I want to keep it quite simple. So I decided to use this, add these word phrase stickers from the Holiday Talk, Tim Holtz Holiday Talk pack. And my thinking on this is to add 3, and one kind of longish one, one short, and one kind of medium size. So what I essentially put on, what does it say? It's wonderful life, joy, and merry and bright. And now I am going to use my hole punch. I'm just kind of showing you what I used to create this. I bought this hole punch, and then I use I cut out a piece of plastic there to kind of stick at the back, so it as a guide to tell me where I should punch the hole. So now I'm just kind of working out. Yep, so just want to make sure that it is right, kind of in the middle. It's not such a big deal, to be honest, largely because it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna change much. It's part of the nature of the handmade product, I guess. And my next thing is going to be adding this transparency piece, which I bought from Ali's store. And that is it. Thanks so much, guys, for joining me again today. So here's some close up of the page, and I hope you like what you saw. And if you did, and you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and please give a thumbs up if you like what you saw. And I hope to be back here again soon. Have a great day. Bye.